Hello everyone, this is Ryan here from Ghost Layers Report. Now I noticed something interesting in America, my country of birth. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, American union membership, labor union membership, is at an all-time low now in America, standing at 11.3% of the labor force is actually unionized. Lowest in history. Now, from what I've read, a lot of people are saying it's because of massive layoffs in the public sector, layoffs in the private sector, things like that. They're just saying there's no jobs, so people don't join unions if don't have a job. And that's true a lot of times. But I think something else is being missed. That, of course, a lot of mainstream media and talking heads in general simply won't bring up. The point I'd like to make is that I think one of the other big reasons that you're seeing such a low number of unionized workers is largely due to the attack on unions in general over the past several decades. Especially this whole idea of right to work. Now that sounds like a very beautiful, pretty name that a lot of people would, of course, get behind and support, until you realize exactly what right to work state really means. And what it really means is that when a union and a company make a contract to be a quote-unquote union shop, the union cannot require in their contract that workers pay the union for representing them. So if you fight for something at work, you get something good for the workers, and no one's required to pay the union for that service. Now what that does is limit a lot of what a union can do, because a labor union depends heavily on union dues, and if they don't have those union dues, it really makes things difficult for them to have the funds, resources to fight the battles they do fight and make things better for everyone, right? So a lot of this right to work business, I think, is finally starting to show up with these, all-time record low labor statistics for unionized workers. Now, something I think that a lot of people have forgotten about labor unions. There's been all this talk about the dangers of labor unions and how they ruin businesses and stuff, right? But let's remember a few things, okay? Social Security in America, that was something that labor fought for and got, which it's under attack right now. 8-hour workday. The establishment of getting paid for overtime. There's no question, time and a half we all talk about in the States. That came, that came from the labor movement. And unions got those things for you. If you're a parent, especially if you're a mother, the Family Leave Act, that's something that labor fought for and got. So all these things you take for advantage of in America when you're working, the companies don't want to give you those things. You have to remember that. They give you those things because labor has demanded it. Labor has went on strike, people have been arrested, and sometimes people have been killed trying to get basic labor rights in the United States. So, if you have a job right now in America, considering the economic situation, you need to get unionized. You need to find a union that will accept you. If you can't find one, the number one thing you need to do is start a union at your own company. There's plenty of resources out there and people who will help you and show you how to do it. So there's no excuse. Get yourself unionized, and let's change these numbers. Because if it wasn't for labor, working in America would be a very, very different situation.